Hi and welcome back to the Event Design Toolkit YouTube channel. Today I'm going to show you how I made this unplugged wedding welcome sign with a painted textured back. So first I head to Design Space. I am using a pre-made design that's the standard unplugged sign I used for all my stock signs for my weddings. If you'd like a copy of the PNG so you can make the sign yourself, you can grab that in the comments below. So first I make a rectangle the size of my acrylic board. I resize my design to make sure it fits the board. And then because this is a bigger than mat cut, I change my rectangle to the size of a mat, 11.5 by 23 inches. Then once you send it off to cut, you can rearrange the slices on the mats provided to get it to fit onto one cutting mat, saving yourself some vinyl and cutting time. You can do this by pressing the three buttons in the side, and then it gives you the option to swap it to a new mat, and then you send it off to Cricut to cut. Then once it's all cut by vinyl, I like to slice each section using the Cricut knife tool. I just find this makes it easier when pulling back and working with a large piece of vinyl like this one. I then pull back the unwanted pieces of vinyl. I try and do this slowly and as much as an angle as I can. This tends to help the wanted pieces of vinyl stick. Then I use the hook tool to remove all the inside pieces from the fonts. When you're working with the smaller fonts, it can be a bit time consuming, but it does come off quite easy. You just need to hook it in at an angle and then pull away. So once I have all my sections of vinyl ready, I then start to lay them on the acrylic board. You can see here that underneath I have some extra Cricut mats. I mainly do this it helps me guide my eye with it all being measured and an inch apart. So the way I work is I like to concentrate on the first piece and make sure that is perfectly set. I'll measure and measure again, and then once it's perfect and how I want it to be stuck down, I'll lay the transfer paper over the top. I then pull this back remove the backing, and then with the scraper tool lay that back down, and it will stick in the position I had measured out. You can see with this transfer paper, it's the first time I've used it and it is extremely sticky. You see as I go along it gets a little bit easier as it's been used once or twice the same piece. If you do have transfer paper like this, you can just pat it down on something first and it takes away a little bit of the stick. So I just carry on doing this, laying the pieces I want, measuring when I need to measure, and using the guides behind. And then when your vinyl's all stuck exactly how you want it to look, it's then on to painting. So you need to flip the acrylic sign over. Here I'm using a mixture of grey, black and white paint. You can do this in any colour you wish. Just make sure you've got a few different shades, at least 3. So I use a sponge and I dab it into the colours, mix them together, but also sometimes just have half white, half grey on the sponge. And as this is the first coat, the main thing you need to concentrate on is getting a good coverage and also making sure the colours are evenly spread throughout, as this is the side that's going to be seen when you turn the acrylic sign over. Once you're happy with your first coat, just let it dry, and then once completely dry, go over with a second coat. 2 coats should be plenty. Just make sure you are fully covering every area of the board. I decided to go over mine with just the dark grey. The second coat is just about filling in any gaps and giving you a thicker coverage, so you don't need to worry about the colours. And there is the finished textured unplugged welcome sign. I absolutely love the outcome of this sign, and I'll definitely be making a few more of these in a few different colours. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you want weekly DIY wedding and event videos, make sure you subscribe.